boom, boom, which might be his moon in Taurus. It's going to be very boom, 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 boom with them. And they don't really want that, but they're going to need his help. So that's what he's working on right now, helping the next. Hi everyone, welcome back to Now Light Tarot. My name is Hallie, so grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to be doing this. Please make sure you like the video, comment, and also share it to somebody. I know a lot of you, well, about 2-3 of you that were making requests specifically requested this, so please help me out so I can do more videos like this, and share the video if you feel like somebody would like it. Okie dokie, so let's get into it. I am using the Earth Woman Tarot. Like I said, this was requested. I post on my community tab to request a video. Members, you automatically get it made unless it goes against my policies. Like, I don't make readings on exes or people that I know. So yeah, just putting it out there. That's why some people I can't publicly say, but I haven't made readings on them because I have some kind of connection to them. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm doing Jamie Foxx. His sun is in Sagittarius, moon is in Taurus, and rising is in Gemini. Some of you, I'd say 3 that I can remember, have been asking me a lot about Jamie Foxx, especially recently with everything that came out. I wanted to give him time because of his health issues. I don't ever want to impede on somebody's boundaries or come across like I'm just making these videos for views. Views are fun, but I wanted to also be, you know, sensitive to the topic. So I was waiting for him to get better, and since he's done his Netflix special, which I didn't really find that funny. I love Jamie Foxx as a comedian. I think he's so funny, but I didn't really find it funny. I don't know what you guys thought about it. Feel free to let me know. Okay, so I'm using Earth Woman Tarot. I love this tarot deck. If you can see behind me, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me move my camera a little bit. That print is made by her too. Her name is Tarn Ellis. She's based in the UK. She sent me like a sun one too, which is so cool because I wanted to get it, but I didn't. I don't know how she knew that, but really cool. Because the sun is my favorite. Sunflowers are my favorite flowers, and the sun in general. My opposite sign's Leo, so not to get too much into that. Okay, sorry for blabbering on, but let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to be doing this. I pulled up his past, present, future, and well-being. So with the past being the star, I have a strong feeling that he has had struggle with fame, a lot of struggle. Sun and Sagittarius. I think Aquarius are the most famous. Second are Sun and Sagittarius in general. That are the most famous celebrities that belong to a specific zodiac sign. And I've seen this a lot in Sagittarius, that they can really struggle with fame. They want it, and when they have it, they really struggle with it. Fame is not for everybody. I totally get that. But I feel like Sagittarius really struggle with fame. If you think about Britney Spears, if you think about just different... Britney Spears, I say, is number 1. But other Nicki Minaj, you know, they really struggle. A lot of them struggle having the balance of being human and fame. So I see, especially, I still love his show. The Jamie Foxx show was so fun. Oh my gosh. But I see, especially with Page of Swords, the Hanged One, and King of Pentacles, he always felt like an outsider, and he felt like an imposter. He suffered from imposter syndrome, and he's from Detroit, right? If I remember correctly, I remember him being from the East Coast. I could be wrong. If you move so if I'm wrong, I take it back what I'm about to say, but this is the energy that I pick up very strongly, and it could relate. No, I see this specifically him being from East Coast. If you're an East Coaster and you move to the West Coast, I'm from New York, right? I lived in New York for 12 years, even though I don't sound like it because I grew up in 2 other countries. But I lived in New York for a long time. I was born there. That's my birthplace. When you're from the East Coast is very real. It's a very kind of like, people are very straightforward. That's why I had to move back to East Coast, because I cannot do West Coast. I lived in LA. So I can relate to what he's saying. I'm only telling this personal story because it does have context to the story. So if you're from the East Coast and you move to West Coast, it feels weird because people don't really say, in my opinion, people don't really say how they feel to your face. It's kind of behind your back a lot of the time. It can happen on the East Coast. I'm not saying East Coast is perfect, but people in general tend to be more straightforward. Like if they don't like you, they just don't like you. They're not going to be friends with you to benefit, to get something from you, and then end up stabbing you in the back, which I found happens a lot on the West Coast. So I see him getting a lot of King of Pentacles money, but because of that, him attracting people that just want to use him. I see that being a big, major issue in his life. Major issue. Which happens to a lot of Sun and Sagittarius too. So he's been very intuitive, and he's been able to see, hey, this person is giving me weird vibes. I can't tell why. And then, boom, he gets stabbed in the back. Or that person, they looked at me funny, and then boom. And he doesn't want to be paranoid, you know. I don't know how celebrities living in LA are not paranoid, because I started to get paranoid, definitely. It's this weird energy. It's like people that are like in your face, and you turn your back and they're like this. You know, it's very, very weird living there. I think Dave Chappelle touches on it too, in general. So I see that being a major issue for him, and I don't see it in the past. I don't see it being an issue for him anymore. But I think because he surrounded himself with different people, and you know, it does. When you evolve, when you get older. But Sun and Sagittarius, they have that a lot. Where sometimes they don't come across authentic, so people think that they're being fake, but they struggle with being real and fake a lot, and having people around them that are real and fake. So with the present being Six of Pentacles, I see him donating a lot. I saw he was in a new movie with Cameron Diaz, my favorite, my favorite celebrity. If you know, you know. So let's see, Six of Pentacles, kind of giving. He wants to give back, I think, especially after his stroke. He's feeling very Knight of Cups, Five Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So especially with his daughters, he wants to, I see him having 3 daughters. I don't know this for sure, but I see 3 daughters specifically. If they're not 3 daughters, it might be like cousins, you know, his daughter's cousins, like his nieces and his nieces. I was about to say nephews, but just nieces. And because of that, with 5 Pentacles, they kind of don't want to accept his help, even though they know that they need it. They want to launch their own acting careers. They don't want to rely on him too much, because they know that when he gets involved, he's going to tell them the truth. He's going to be hard on them. He's going to be like boom, boom, which might be his moon in Taurus. He's going to be very boom, 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 boom with them. And they don't really want that, but they're going to need his help. So that's what he's working on right now, helping the next generation, which I think every generation should do. Help the next generation. That's why I'm not going to tell you guys a personal story. I'm going to keep it. But that's why I've waited to have kids. I'm just going to say that. So with 9 of Wands being his future, I see a lot of planning, moving. I think he might move out of LA if he hasn't already. I always tell you guys this. I don't keep up with celebrity news. I love reality TV. That's what I watch a lot. But I see him moving out of LA. I see Arizona. I see Vegas. I see a lot of like desert. Still staying on the West Coast, but I see like very desert, Utah, that kind of area. But not staying in LA, which is good for him, because LA, God bless those who stay in LA, let's just say that. So let's see. And really, especially, he really got broken up. I can't even imagine. And I'm so glad he's okay with the whole stroke thing. Sorry guys, I switched off my AC because it's hot. I live in Miami, and it's hot, I would say 80% of the year. And I had to switch off my AC because it makes noise. So I have a little sweat here. So with 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and the Emperor. So making new plans. I think his life path, which is very sad, it can be sad and it can also be turned into lessons for other people, is that he feels betrayed by a lot of people in his life, and he feels like he did a lot for them and they left him out in the cold. He extended himself and they left him out to dry, you know, and it's very sad. I see it happen a lot in Hollywood. But he doesn't want to be a victim. which is very, I see a lot of Sun Sagittarius, especially female Sun Sagittarius, can make themselves victims. But good on him, he's not being a victim, he's just hurt, you know. So now he's thinking, okay, especially with relationships too. I think he was dating somebody, he's not dating her anymore, but he's looking for somebody that's going to be around for a long time. And let me tell you something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm old school, whatever it is, but I'm really concerned about the state of relationships, because I feel like unless we do the real healing, relationships are not going to survive. Unless each one of us takes accountability. You know, the old way of doing relationships is dead. It's over. Because of divorce, because of freedom. Especially in the age of Aquarius, we have free will. Free will is more prominent and will become even more so. So you really have to want to be with that person. And in general, from a genuine place. It cannot be about money. It cannot be about fame. Because it will sink. And it will shatter, and the foundation of it, or lack of foundation, will become more prevalent. So he's looking, King of Cups, for his queen. And I might even do a future love reading for him. Let me know in the comment section if you want to hear that, or read or watch it. But I see him really being like, okay, who's going to be with me? I've given to these people. Who's going to be with me now and be genuine and not just be out for my money? And we'll see, because it's tough. It's really, really tough, especially I see for older men and women. It's tough because they can feel like they're done with life, they're out of their prime, and especially when you're famous, you can't trust a lot of people. So we'll see. I'll do an update about his love life, future love life, very soon. So stay tuned. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.